If most people don't understand the lyrics because you're speaking it in what they deem to be a foreign language, that is a legitimate point that the president made. That part. That doesn't mean they had a problem with it. I'm just saying his statement that most people didn't understand anything he was saying. There's millions upon millions of Americans that would have wanted to hear something in English other than Lady Gaga.
Yes, I definitely agree with Trump, and so do so many Americans. I couldn't believe this halftime show. It was just a huge middle finger from the NFL to its own audience. I mean, who watches the NFL? The primary audience is like middle-aged to older men who are Americans. They just want to relax with a beer and watch the game. The NFL decided to broadcast their halftime show during the biggest sporting event of the year in a language that almost none of their audience can understand, while waving flags from countries that none of their audience are from. And the whole thing was in Spanish. There were no subtitles provided, which made the whole thing even more strange to watch. Although I have to say, Chris, if they did provide subtitles and people saw the lyrics, they would see how vulgar these lyrics were. I couldn't believe it. It was just slop. I mean, very obscene lyrics. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, the entire thing was kind of just this weird homage by Bad Bunny to, I guess, illegal immigration, and he kind of tried to stick it to ICE. It was very political, and a lot of the audience of the NFL was turned off by it.
Most NFL fans probably don't know too many of Bad Bunny's songs, even if he was singing in English. Now, the Washington Post is being comprehensively mocked for this hot take on the performance. They claimed that Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show had the kind of wholesome, traditional family values that would fit right in with some of the more sentimental commercials that appeared during the game. Now, really, Washington Post, is this what you see as wholesome and traditional family values type entertainment, Alex? They have a fairly different view of wholesome than most of us.
I mean, I think that's an understatement. I mean, these people are basically so pro-LGBTQ and anti-America that, yeah, they probably did think a bunch of illegal immigrants, freak dancing at the halftime Super Bowl show was wholesome. But if you even look at the words, Titi me pregunto what it means, it's basically a song about treating women like they're disposable and just having multiple girlfriends and being a total degenerate. So there's nothing wholesome about it. I mean, I guess they were dancing slowly, but other than that, I really didn't get any wholesome family values whatsoever from this performance.
Now, Bad Bunny surprises more than 50 million followers on Instagram by deleting every single one of his posts hours after his controversial performance. Why do you think that is, Alex? Why would he delete essentially his profile?
Well, I noticed that today. I was just covering it, and then I looked at his account and all the pictures were gone. I don't know if he really cares about negative backlash or if he's just embarrassed by the performance, because when you compare it to other great performances like Prince, like Michael Jackson, it really stunk at the end of the day. And so maybe he just doesn't want the heat from all the people that are, criticizing that. But at the same time, maybe it's a publicity stunt so that you and I are talking about, why did this guy have one of the, most talked about halftime performances ever, and then he just kind of ghosts everybody. So I don't know. I don't know what his marketing team is thinking by doing that whatsoever.